Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game Meet Your Maker, and you need to strap in because we're going to do a complete build today. We're going to be calling this one the Coliseum. If you are familiar with my channel, I have an outpost called the Arena, and that one's very successful. It's got a 16 kill ratio. I'm going to try to do something similar to that build, and this is what I've started. I got this base here. It's not the newest environment base. It's the one that started with the game. So what I'm going to do here is it's a desert environment. Oh, I don't need to put that there. All right. So I think I want the walls there, and I want this to come here to the center, just like that. All right. So then they come in, and I think what I want them to do, I'm going to go here like this. I'm going to put a corrosive cube right here. And what I'm going to do on here is I'm going to put splatter on this one. I'm going to put splatter, and I want to make it hardened skin. The solid object cannot be pierced. So even if you can't pierce it, if something hits it, splatter will come off it. So it's right there. So, and the other thing is the person can't just run through it because they're going to hit it, and then they're also going to cause a splatter. And that's why I like to do it this way, is because the raider will come in thinking, oh, I'm just gonna run straight through it, and then they can't. All right. So then I like using the white blocks only because it allows me to add my own flair to the base when I go to the decals. If you're familiar with the word, how flair is used, I mean, people add stuff all the time. Like I guess I am a motorcycle rider, so if you've got on your jacket what they call flair, it's just stuff that patches, neat things that people can look at. So I have there in that corner right there, there's a tomb. So I'm going to incorporate that tomb. I know I have another tomb right here that I'm going to need to incorporate into the build, but it's going to work out real nice. Oh, and then there's another tomb right here where I'm going to need to incorporate. So we'll just do that. We'll have to delete this block. All right. All right, so this is going to be a pretty cool base. I will be able to incorporate these in, and they're going to work out well. All right. Now, the Genmat is way up there. So what we're going to need to do is try to make a hallway going up to there. And I'll worry about that in a minute. I'm just going to get my dimensions, how I want this base to be. I think that's where I'm going to need to stop, right there. And then just close it in. And what's nice about this place, this map, is it's nice and flat. Okay, so here we are. They're going to come in here. So I've got to go up. Obviously, I've got to go up one block, and I should be able to hold the left mouse button down and just move across here. See how I did that? So you don't have to do individual blocks, just hold the left mouse button down, and there you go. Now, honestly, I don't need this corner block. If you're trying to get the most out of the build, don't waste any capacity on blocks that you don't really need. All right, this is looking good. I mean, honestly, you don't need these two either. See, I was able to get rid of that corner. I'll be able to do the same on this corner here. I mean, it comes down to how you want it to look. But when you're trying to build a Death Sinister layer, try to maximize your capacity. So get rid of blocks that you don't really need. All right. Okay, so they're going to come around there. Now, what I want to do here is I want to put a flame trap here. So when they peek there, there's going to be a flame trap. But I also want one up here that is going to... So let me see if I can get this. Sometimes I've got to readjust it. I'm just going to go up here. And I'm going to do an R and change the block. And I'm using the middle mouse button to rotate it. All right, so I should be able to get rid of that. Now, if I put a flame trap here and I hit Y, it shows me where it's going to go. See, unfortunately, I'm one square too deep because I want it to hit this thing here. So I need to bring it up one square. So I'll basically grab that again. It should be in the angle slot already, and use the Q to rotate it, and then we get rid of this. So now this should allow me to hit that and then hit Y, and it's going to hit it. See right there? So if they walk in, and now it's a little short. You see it's one block really too short because they could stand here and not really get hit by it. So what you want to do is you want to put Dragon's Breath on it. I believe that's what it's called. I'm going to hit Y again and hit T. Or actually, it's F. And what I want on it is Dragon's Breath. It gives it one more square. I'm going to equip that. Then I also want to put Napalm on it. You can either double click on the items up here to activate them, or you can hit the equipped, unequipped button down here. So now if I hit Y on that, it now extends to where they're going to be walking in. And what's nice is it's going to leave napalm right there on the ground. So they can't step there. They have to back out of there and step away. So that's very ideal, what I've got going there. Now let's do this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to force them to go, like, kind of do these like hallway things where they got to come down one hallway, go down a hallway, come up a hallway, and then this area will be open. It'd be more open. But I do want to let them get a. Well, is this a hole there? Well, there is a hole there. I do want them to be able to get that tomb. The question is do I want that there, or do I want? You know what I'm going to do with this one, because that one's not bad how that one is, and this one is not bad. This one just creates this linear hallway that I don't really like, and it's using a lot of block capacity. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that a freebie. I'm going to make that a freebie one, meaning that the person can just grab it while they're outside, but the other two have been incorporated, and that's going to work out well for me because they're just one square in. That's just a bad place for me to have a linear hallway. It's just that it'd just be too safe. They could just hang out there, bump out, and shoot my traps. I don't really want that. I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to put here is corrosive cube here, one down here, one here. Just like that. Now I'm going to, in this hole here, what I'm going to do is put a bouncing Betty or a bomb injector, it's called a bomb injector, right here on this floor. So I've got to then put that in, put the trap in, the bouncing Betty or the bomb ejector. I'm going to put chaos bombs on it so they bounce further, and I want quick load on it. So I want it to quick load and then spew everywhere. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hollow cube on top of it. So it becomes an active pit trap, basically. A lot of you advanced players are going to know that I've kind of caused that gimping on that. They're going to say, oh, I can see the bedrock. It's obviously, but a lot of the new players won't see it. And how I'm going to build this too is that they got to go around this corner, and I'm going to put a piston trap right here. So if they're not paying attention, they're going to fall into that thing. And I might even consider putting a piston trap. Let's just do, actually, I want them to go, I want them to feel free to go down that. And by having that piston trap there, they're going to try to do the easy way, and they're just going to run across this thing. So what I want to also do is I want to come up here, and I want to I want to do R. Whoop. And I want to rotate it. All right, I want to get rid of this one, and I want to put another flame trap. The way I'm using these flame traps works very well up in the air like that, coming down on people. You just don't expect it. So you can see where it's hitting right there, and it's not going to hit the ground all that. It's not hitting the ground yet, so I'm going to have to add the mod to it, the dragon breath, and I'm going to put the napalm on it too. So it leaves, so now it fully hits that. And for me to get them to stand there, right, to make sure that I've got them standing there, I'm going to need to kind of pigeonhole them like that. So they're going to run straight, either fall in and then they're going to be hit by this trap here. That leaves me some dead area. These areas are dead right now. I'm going to put that there. I'll put that there. I want a corrosive cube on the end. Always put a corrosive cube on the end of your columns if you can, because sometimes when they peek around, to look at what's going on, they'll rub against it. They'll peek around, they'll rub against it, and it kills them by doing that. All right, so the other thing I want to do is put a flame trap on this wall here. So when they're coming down here, they can get hit by that thing. So it's like a double whammy. Now, granted, when you put the trap on a wall like this, you're getting the full boat out of it because it's got the full range. So it's the whole hallway that it's covering. Where that one is only covering this square. But what I'm going to do, I also want to put Dragon's Breath. I want to put a Dragon's Breath on this one, and then I also want to put Eruption on it. I don't want napalm on it because it's not hitting it. You know, the napalm works very well when the trap is hitting a wall at its extension. Here, it's not hitting anything. It's just going to go to the edge of this pit hole that I created. All right. So then I'm going to do a Y there, get rid of that. A Y there, get rid of that. I need to put a piston. Thinking I'm going to put a piston right here on this wall. So it slows them down enough to have to stop and hit it and maybe get hit by that. And then on this side, what I think I want to do is I want to put, actually, I'm just going to put that in there. No mods, just that. They got to come around the corner. Now, I'm not going to put much up here to block them. So if they're going to want to use the grapple to get higher, to get above these walls, they can do that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put those walls in so that we have them. All right. I've obviously got to go up one. I've got to go up to this here and cap it. I think what I'm going to need to do here is angle that, let me hit Y on that. No, it's cutting that block. So I thought I would need to angle that one, but that one's doing exactly what I needed to do. All right, looking good, huh? All right, so we'll just, whoop, it's doing that thing again. I got to put the first block down, and then it'll let me drag it. I had to remember where that tomb was. And now I should be able to come to this edge. Yeah, the Coliseum. This Coliseum is going to look pretty badass when I get it done, I think. I think it's going to be effective. All right. Perfect. Put a cap on that. All right. So I think what I want to do here, I want to put an angle block here going this way. And then I want to take, because they're going to come in that area there. Then I want to take this and go, I think I just want that to be a normal block. Yeah. Okay, so this is being blocked, obviously. That trap, see, it's getting blocked by that one there, and it couldn't reach all the way down. So what I'm going to have to do is go up here and just put a block right there on top. See, I always want to check to see if you've caused a problem. Whoop, I didn't want to hit that button. If you caused a problem with your line of sight. All right, so now what I also want to do is I want to put some of those, what are they called? Sentry beams. I want to line them up with this wall here, and I want to line them up. Whoop. Yeah, I want to line them right up. I want to line it right there. So those shouldn't affect any of my traps. You know, because those sentry beams are gonna just try to hold them here at the door here, right? I mean, because they're gonna fire. They're gonna fire in one way. You know what I mean? They're gonna fire. They're gonna hit the floor. It's gonna reflect up. The odds of them wiping out traps in this area, they won't be able to harm anything. So I've got this one here. I've got this one down on this corner, and I'm going to hit F. And what I want to do with this, it deflects off two surfaces. I don't really need that. Increases trap's tracking speed. That's what I want. And then here it says widens the angle so it deflects off surfaces, leaving a chaotic. I don't need those mods. I just need them to slow them down and target lock them. So all of these will be target locks. I mean, if you're using these in a confined space and you're going down a hallway or a tunnel, then you want as much reflective as possible. These traps are, I call nuisance traps. They're there just to create some nuisance. All right. So on this block here, I'm going to put a cannon back. I'm going to face him this way. So this way, on this corner, this line of sight, he'll roll bombs out there into that area. So if let's say they're can't get in because I've got this crossfire going on. So they're going to stand right here, not realizing that bowling ball guy is just going to roll cannons into that hole, and the cannon back balls will end up out here. So they'll think they're safe standing out here, but they're really not, because that thing's going to roll those things in. And then I'm going to put another one here, because this one has line of sight, right? And this one has harden and splatter. So those cannonballs should bounce off this, splatter, and then roll out here with that guy, that cannon back up on that perch. On this perch, you need to put an enforcer in right here. Right? Now this is I'm going to put armor on him, and I'm going to put increase firing rate on him. This guy here is just there to eat up their ammo. So they might just shoot that guy, but it's going to take a couple shots. But while they're doing it, peeking out to doing that, they're open for this crossfire. All right. So then they're going to come down this corner here. And what I also want to do here is I want to put another death piston right here. And on this death piston, we want burning piston, so if they touch it, and we want the blockade. So burning piston allows them, if they even touch the thing, they're going to die. And then on this wall, we'll put another flame trap. I don't think I need dragon breath, but we want napalm and we want eruption on this one. And so that's just long enough. If I hit Y, that's short enough or long enough, the range to catch that whole corner. So we're good to go with that. Then they come around this corner. They see this piston trap here going off. They're going to try to just run the length. They might fall into the pit trap. They might not. There's this piston here. We got to put burning piston on that. They got to contend with that. They come around this corner, and then they go into the open Coliseum space. So I think that this placement is really good. I'm just, you know, if that wasn't, what do you know what? I'm going to also take this. No, I don't think I want to do that. Okay, you get a problem with bolt shot is it will destroy traps on you. I could put a bolt shot there. Or I could put an angle. Let me see here. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, because that doesn't disturb that trap up there. It doesn't disturb that. And I can double dip with, when I mean double dip, I'll put a trap there, but then I could put a mob on top, so I can use that block as a double trap. And what I want to use here is, I think I just want, you know, these Ravengers are okay. I mean, I just don't, sometimes the Enforcer is just better when it comes to, and with this one here, I want the optical implant to give it the range, and I want the firing rate. I always like the firing rate because it keeps them on their toes. Optical implant will allow them to make sure they can see that hole that they come through, and then this whole length. And on this trap here, I'm going to put the Hunter. The projectiles home in on the target. And I think I don't need double down. I think that'll be fine. So that as they come here, they got a chance to get hit by both those things. All right. So on this block here, I do want to put an Enforcer here, and on this Enforcer, I want the armor, and I want the fast firing rate. This block here will need to be a corrosive cube. All right. So now we're coming into this area here. We're going to do one more hallway. This hallway is going to be double wide. So this hallway is double wide, and I believe this hallway is double wide, and this one's single. So two double wide. I like double wide hallways because it allows you to do like a serpentine, like I did in here, like a kind of a serpentine kind of thing within your parameters. Okay, and I want this to be open, these two squares to be open. So here I'm just going to do this like that. Perfect. I'm going to put my corrosive cubes here, here, and here. That's a tomb. don't think I need that there. I think what I can do with this one here is just put a regular block. They added the price. The price of these went up, or the capacities went up. Whoop. Why do I keep on hitting the wrong button? Darkest, stop it. So I think the corrosive cubes used to be like 10 a piece. Now they're 20. So they're they cost more. So you got to be very cautious on how you use them. Okay, so this should hit there. And if I put because you are going to make sure that your bomb ejectors don't destroy other traps. I mean, that's the key to those. And so that's having them together like this. They should, okay, what I want is I want chaos and I want fast. And I want on this one, I want chaos and I want fast. I think those are a good choice for mods. So they're going to come around this corner, and they might just shoot that. That's fine. But when they come here, they're going to activate this one. But what you got to do is give them some distraction. You need to make some noise to get their. I think I want it there. Yeah, there. So they have to go around this corner. But here, on this one here, I'm going to put a enforcer. And I'm going to give him armor, and I'm going to give him fast shooting. So he'll be able to shoot down there. And I think I also want to put a piston trap right here. And on that piston trap, I want burning piston and blockade. I think what I've got to do with this one here is make this one hardened skin and splatter. And I think on this one here, I do want to add splatter and hardened skin. Nice. All right. I think I could get away with, get rid of that. Go in too deep. Yeah. So I'm too deep now, 1, 2, and then I'll put a flame trap here. Hit Y, see my distance. So what I want to be able to do is get that to go at least one more, so I'll have to put Dragon's Breath on it. And we'll just leave it with Dragon's Breath. So that gives me, as they come around that corner to peek, it gives me what I need. Then they're going to come, they might get hit by that. They've got that up there. All right, so I need another trap here. This one again with Dragon's Breath. All right. Okay, so they're going to come down here. So I got to block this somehow. So we'll just do that. They'll be able to get out of that, but if I do a double flame with Dragon's Breath, so I've done this, and if they come this way, they'll get hit by that one. And if they come hit by that one, The other thing I can do here too, let me just think here. Maybe I don't have the, I don't think an impaler will work because it'll hit the floor. All right. But this death piston will definitely work there, and work there. I got two of them next to each other, so I don't think okay, so those two will be all right, the ones I have there. And if they try to skirt it, boom, they're going to get hit by that. So that's part of it. So I'm going to put the burning piston on there, burning piston on this one, and just kind of leave it like that. Now up on this ledge, this allows me to do something if I want. I could put, that's where I can just put my hornets, because you have to have a place to get your hornets off the ground. So why don't we just put 4 hornets right there, and we'll get those moving in a minute. And then here, close in the arena a little bit, or the Coliseum. All right, nice. Nice. So this allows me to also put flame trap, or do I want a bolt trap? Let me see here. That is going to be a Y. Yeah, that's going to be. And I'm not really sure if that's what I want, because that. Yeah, I don't want that there. Maybe I do want to just put a cube right here. Get rid of this trap here. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Come down, they'll be in the cube. I could put another pit trap right here. I think that will work out well. Put the bouncing Betty in there, the bomb ejector. I want the fast spring and chaos because I want it to go everywhere. And then I'll just put a hollow cube on top of it. So if they end up going down this way to get away from those pistons, they'll fall into that trap. And then when they go to jump out, they're going to hit that ceiling. I think that's a good how I've got that now. All right, so let's cap this thing by putting a top on it. Okay, so now we got to figure out, how do we get them up to the Genmat? I think what I want to do is I just want to make a stairwell. I think I just want to make a stairwell that goes up there. Just temporarily put that there. Whoop. All right, I think that's going to work for us. Get rid of the stuff that we don't really need. So Harvey should now have a clean path. Yep, you can see the green lines. They get up there. So there's a clear path to get there. So now what we've got to do is just close it off here. All right, perfect. So now we can close this down. Now that we know what we're doing for that path, we'll just get to here, there. Okay, I can't put that there, but I can put this here. Nice. All right, so I should be able just to come across here. Do that. Don't need that block there anymore. All right, looking good. Nice. Whoop. Keep on clicking twice. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. Okay, so now we just got to box this in here. All right. All right, so that's boxed in. I'm just going to get rid of that so I can get in here. Put that back. So if I come up here, go all the way up here, there's the Genmat. Come all the way down, and we're back into the Coliseum. All right, so I've got no holes. This is where I'm at right now. So what we want to do is we don't want to make it easy for them to find that corner. So we're just going to do this here. Like that. All right. And then they'll think that they got to go this way, but all right, so you need, okay, so I need that block there. All right. Okay, so Harvey's got a clean path. Got this open area that we wanted. Here we are. Okay, so here what I want to do is get rid of that. I want to go R. I do want to put one there. I want to put one here. I want to put one here. I'll put one there. Okay. Nice. Then I want to go all right, nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a couple plasma sentinels in this room. And I think what I want to do is I want to put the first one here. I'll put the second one here. I might actually just go up one and get rid of that. I don't want to make it sentinel spam, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be sentinel spam. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put one right here, but I'm also going to put on this one. Nah, I think that kind of, no, I don't want that there. So on this one, I want to add a long, and I want a plasma cloud and then the eagle eye, so that they'll be able to see. This one just needs plasma cloud because I don't, maybe it does need eagle eye. I mean, that's pretty far. So why don't I just add that just for it, for the sake of it. All right. So on this here, what I want to do is I want to put this new mob that they've created, and I want to hit F, and I want to hit dead man switch, no. Short leash, no. I want to hit fast, increased firing rate, and I want the plating on it. All right. Okay, so in here, what I want to do is add this. Nope, I picked the wrong trap. I want the corrosive cube. I want a corrosive cube there. I want a corrosive cube there. I want a corrosive cube here. Here. All right, that kind of makes some good noise in this room. All right, so now I want to add some sentry beams. I'm going to add one here. Add one there. Add one there. I'm going to add one there. So then they come around this corner. What I can do is add one more of these right there. Actually, what I want it there or there. There is where I want it. They come down this hallway here. All right, nice. So now I'm going to put another incinerator right there. I'm going to put the eruption on it, and I'm going to put the flame butt to get the extra. Nice, nice. And then on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cannon back right here. I think on this here, what I'm going to have to do is put hardened skin so that guy don't get shot from the other side. This one I'm going to put the optical, and I'm going to do quick fire. All right. Here I can stage another Hornet. Oh, Outposts exceeds capacity. All right, well then I guess that's where we're at. I mean, I've just used up all my capacity for. I'm thinking to begin with, this is, as I get more capacity, I will be able to do more to this back end, add some mobs. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I'm going to get rid of this Hornet here. I'm just going to move it to here. All right. This back end, you know, it's not going to be that difficult. I mean, that's the way it is right now until I start prestiging this thing. Because once I start prestiging it and getting more capacity, I'll be able to fill in this back end. But for now, I think the front end looks really good. So let's just path these Hornets. I'm going to do this with it, go through that, go this way, go back, go this way, and hit F. That one's pathed. I'm going to path this one. I'm going to go up, high, go down this way, go this way. Whoop, I went right into that cube, which is a no-no. So I got to repath that. You got to, all right, repath it, go this way. Got to watch out for those cubes over there. I think if I just hang it out here and then hit F, And then I've got this one here. Up, over, forward, go this way, and hit F. So those three are paths. None of them are going into the cubes to die. They're all above the cubes. And then I've got this guy here that I need the path. Now I might put mods on these guys later on, but it's right now I'm at capacity. So I'm just gonna, they're there just to be an annoyance. And that's really it, folks. I mean, we're at 4,435. So it looks like I could add, I can't get another, so I can't do 70. Let me see what I got for, let me just see what I got here. I could get rid of a couple of the corrosive cubes if I want to. That's 70. Let's just do the impaler trap. Put my signature impaler trap right here at the beginning. And that should put me, well, it looks like I can get a couple in. All right, so I got that one here. Why don't I just put it here on the floor here? And that gives me 5 left. So I got one here just at the floor if they're not paying attention. And I got my signature, you know, they get it from the beginning. But this looks pretty good. I know I've probably overboard with the corrosive cubes, but I like the looks of how this is. It kind of gives you the block, you know, the feeling that you blocked in. And now I can now paint the thing too. I can put whatever I want for my ambient environment, whatever you want to call it here. We could go with that theme, or what do we got? We got some newer things that they gave us. Actually, I think this would be nice down here. At eye level. Yeah, just dress it up a little bit here. You know, we'll see how it goes. I'll do another video on people that are running it and see how well it goes. We obviously will be doing some adjustments as people run it. See basically how I got to move some traps around, maybe free up some capacity. That traps are just in a bad place. But for now, I just want to... Yep, just add in the... Alright, that's looking good. I think it's looking real good. Alright, so now what I want to also do is add some movement. Always choose some blocks that add movement. Now, I love this one here because it adds a lot of movement to your base. Love it. I love this one. It's really cool. It adds movement. Kind of freaks people out. Like, oh, is that a trap? Maybe that's not a trap. Add some movement to it. All right. That's not too bad, huh? Get this back wall done. I don't really need that. There's a hole right there. So I should have enough capacity to fill it. There we go. All right, so let's add another movement type. I like, the other one I like that's got a lot of movement is this one, the Gearworks. It also helps blend some of the traps into the environment. See, it kind of blends those sentry traps in. All right, we'll leave that there. We'll go up here. We'll do the same thing up here. Blend those in. All right, it's looking real good, I think. All right. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to add some light to the ceiling. Just to make this place lit up. All right, so let's add some light to the ceiling. Now, this is a new light source. Let's see what this one looks like. That's kind of neat. It doesn't put up a lot of light, it doesn't look like. So we'll just use it there. And then I will find something else here. Something that's quite bright. I know this one here is bright. These guys can be bright too. These guys here, this one definitely is bright. Oh, maybe they toned down the ambient, how much brightness, or I'm just not seeing it well in the, it looks like it's the same ambient lighting. Yeah, all right, well, it is what it is, I guess. So put it here on the floor too. Nice. And then back here we'll do something different. I think we'll use these guys here. Oh, I've used the maximum of those unique blocks for what I'm doing here. What is this one here? That's looks like a gear of some sort. That is this one. Does this one move? Yeah, that one does. That does a little movement. Not a lot of movement. Looks like it's like a little pump. Yeah, it's like a little pump kind of thing. But I wanted something with light. So let's just see here. We got this one here. This one's a good one. All right, there we go. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to make it go darker. So we're going to do something dark on the ceiling, something really dark. This one right here. Oh, it looks like I can darken over those lights too. Let's just do that too. Nice. Yeah, because you can, there's like, the decals can be overlaid on top of the other items. I mean, if we go back to, see, this is, what I'm working with here, I believe is a decal. And then the other items are part of the packs and props. So the decals can overlay props and whatnot. Keep that in mind when you're dressing up your place. So I'm trying to hit, and what's nice also about the decals is it'll let you put them on the angle blocks. See how I was able to cover the angles? And the decals and props don't cost you any. They don't cost you any capacity, which is nice. So it lets you do whatever you want when it comes to dressing the place up. All right, there we go. All right, not bad. See how dark it is back here that I've applied. This back end is going to be easy for people. Once I get to here, it's going to be easy until I get some capacity. And I don't really want to take things away from the front end because I think I've made an effective build back up at the front end. So what I'm just going to do is, like I said, I'm going to work the front, get my prestige to go up as I kill people, and then with my extra, when I can expand the base, prestige level wise, then what I'll do is I will then add to this back end. Get some more hornets flying around maybe. All right. All right, there it is, folks. I think that's a good start. I think this is a good beginning for this base. Now, I don't think I have. I got 4 blocks. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add my normal Tarkus Zone fascia to it. If you follow my channel, I do this at the beginning of all. I make it look the same for all my maps. Looks like I can't. I guess I could put a block. Could put a block here. Yeah, I'll leave that block there. And then I hit R, turn that around like that. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I got to put my lights on the front. These are the lights I always use. And there it is, folks. That's my newest map. I'm going to call it the Coliseum. And hopefully it does some great stuff. Hopefully. All right, well, thank you for joining me. And this has been the Tarkus Zone.